flexibility kind of move around. So we were loving it. So today we're going to talk a little bit about a current passion of mine, and that is situated in a long-term passion of mine, which is this idea that the way that we speak about people truly and fundamentally matters. And anything else that we do is really a byproduct of how do we talk about human beings, whether those human beings are our direct consumers, they're affiliated professionals that we work with, their families, or they're the general population who are trying to influence change on a larger scale. Our language fundamentally matters. And nobody learns in 5 hours or less a week. It's a weird title, but it is a comment on a recent paper that one of my colleagues and I submitted, Stu Law, that was looking at an alternative skill building model. And a reviewer said nobody learns in 5 hours or less a week. And what was funny about that to me was that our program model is actually built on 2 hours a week. It's not even 5 hours a week, it's 2 hours a week. And so I don't really care for the process of publication and the general institution of academia that science has become. And I really take the stance of trying to do good in the world and try to document that good to allow other people to do it. So my motivators are never like publishing, but I work with colleagues who try to get PhDs and stuff, and they have to play that game. So every once in a while, I accidentally contact it. And this nobody learns in 5 hours or less a week was such a startling comment to me that once I got over the initial shock and I tried to unpack a little bit, like what is the impact of those words? And it became a very personal thing that I've been trying to work through with how I come to terms with my experience in education of having an IEP and being identified for special education and walking through that experience. And a big part of it was I absolutely hated formal assessment. Assessment was a very, very painful experience for me as a person. And then when I became a behavior analyst, and so much of what we do is built on this idea of assessment, I spent a good part of my early career trying to figure out how can we do this in a different way? And how can we do this in a way that truly empowers people to be their authentic selves in a way that feels good for the professional, feels good for the person, and really just brings more joy to life in general. So we're going to play with those ideas a little bit.